Ferguson, and of course Ferguson being such a large tractor manufacturer within the UK, and Harry Ferguson had a hell of a lot to do with the agricultural world and its progression throughout the world. I'm hoping to absolutely ram this arena with Ferguson tractors. So if you do have a Ferguson tractor and you can hear me and you're not sat on it, it would be great if you could fetch it into the arena. So we did have the 135 in the arena, not so long since actually. That's just going down the side of the arena, the back of the big 3670, and that's really quite a special tractor. That's a Perkins engine, but it's a petrol powered Perkins engine, which everybody I've spoken to so far has never ever seen one of those before. So really quite a special tractor, that petrol powered 135 Perkins. So a little grey Ferguson, pretty much how it all started. We've got a duo going around the arena on a bit of an A-frame. I really like that A-frame. If he built it himself, I quite like, I could do with either the plan or I could do with building one for me. Pretty much how it all started. If we've wet your whistle, you've come to the show today and gone, I really fancy a little tractor, I would highly recommend getting yourself a little grey Ferguson. Known as the TE20, stands for Tractor England 2020 horsepower. If you buy one of these tractors abroad, they're known as the TO20, Tractor Overseas 20 horsepower. They started off with a 1.8 litre petrol engine in, and that's derived from the standard Vanguard car. Also the Triumph TR4 is also very similarly related to the engine that's put in these tractors. The majority of them were built as petrol TBOs, the TED. Now there was the TEA, the TEB, the TEC, the TED, it goes on and on and on. They were all the different models. The TED was the petrol paraffin or petrol TBO. You would think that they made the TED, the diesel, but they didn't. It was the TES that was the diesel. Now I have a couple of these little tractors parked up at home, and they are the go-to tractors. We've got 11 of them at home, 11 different tractors, and the Great Fergies are by far the most reliable vehicles out of the lot. I've driven from Huddersfield all the way up to the Pickering Show. That took 11 hours. Capable of about 13 miles an hour on the road. And if you want to take two tractors, you've got to get the little A-frame. Very handy. So, not so long after the TE20, the Ferguson 35 was brought out. And as you can see the styling, you've got the TE20 just going past the commentary box. In front of that is the 35. You've got your 40 styling, your 50s into your 60s styling. Then you have the 135, it's actually worked out quite well on this. You can see that the styling has changed, a lot more angular as the years go on. Now generally you didn't get a choice as to what colour your tractor was unless you specified an industrial. And they were painted yellow. Why were they painted yellow? And that's purely so they could be seen. A lot of the local councils, airports, utility companies would have bought industrial tractors for their use up and down the place. Ferguson developed many different implements for his tractors, and I've demonstrated on the little Great Fergie going back to the plough. These tractors are fairly small in size, they were capable of a 2-furrow plough in most oils, maybe a 3, possibly a 4 in a dusty stuff, but they did struggle with larger than 2 furrows. Here we go, we've got a pre-warmed information sheet. Built in 1950, this tractor is 73 years old, 2 owners from New. We have the logbook from New. The tractor was owned by John Orton Towers, Turner Arms, near Redcar. So yeah, the little TED20 there, sporting the 2-furrow plough. There you go. So he says it's not his tractor, but we're going to talk about it anyway. Tell us about this 35.
The horse under 1958 is been sat in the yard for about the last 3 years. Nearly got going just before Championship game time the other week, 3 weeks ago.
So it was the four-cylinder. They had a few problems with these four-cylinder engines, didn't they? It very nearly broke Ferguson as a company. They had all sorts of starting issues. Yeah, and a day like today, they started lovely.
Get the time procedure right.
So there's a starting procedure.
Pump fuel till it comes back into the tank. 30 seconds to peak, it should go.
Should go, even in minus temperatures.
In -7.
Wow, quite impressive. Well, they did have problems with these engines starting in the winter, and there was a kit where you could drill into the head and put some glow plugs to preheat the engine. But yeah, it did cause any problems in the four-cylinder engine within the Ferguson 35. I'll try and collar somebody else, hopefully, to talk Fergie. Tell us a bit about this duo.
So this one is my 1950 TEA20, so this is a petrol variant. That one's a 1951 TED, so that's a petrol TBO. I got this one when I was 9, and I restored it with my dad. That one I restored when I was 14 or 15, when I should have been doing my GCSEs, but more importantly. So yeah, this duo was out of Doncaster. This tractor's been local. This tractor weren't far away, but then it moved up to Newcastle, which was my uncle from 1992 and then he passed it on to me and he made its way back down there. So yeah, it's not bad duo.
Now, why is this one at the back and not at the front?
Well, this is my favourite.
Do they both run?
They're both run, yeah, but as we just found out, it's got the back end. So, yeah.
Oh dear, but everything's quite readily available for these tractors as well. There's numerous parts companies around the UK and beyond. There's numerous, the parts are pretty much all available for these tractors. I was just saying that there's many new and used parts available. So if you did want to start, as I said, restored this tractor when he was 9 years old, and that one when he was 15 years old. Coincidentally, if you were restoring a tractor when you were doing your GCSEs, what's your profession now?
I'm an agricultural engineer.
Oh, well, you see, you paid off. So let them get moving, and we'll collar you back in a minute. Let's let them both get moving. Do you want to go on the inside so we don't create a jam? Yeah. Keep them moving as much as we can, and then we're going to try and grab a few drivers and find out a bit about them. Let's see if we can collar the 135. Strip down, no fault, restoration. It took 2.5 years. We bought lots of original parts, which has obviously taken time. It came from Taunton down Bristol way. A lot of the parts on the tractor weren't original, so there's a lot of things on here now that are, but it's virtually 99% full restoration with original equipment. Wow, so are these wings original? Yes. My goodness me, I don't think I've ever seen such straight original wings. Pretty much everything can be bought as aftermarket, can't it? But you've gone to the trouble of going to original, which is absolutely phenomenal. It really is a credit to you. Great to see it here, thank you. So next we've got the little grey Ferguson. Like I said, we're going to try and keep things moving as we go along. This is a TEF, and it's quite special insofar as it's got a banana loader on it. Any ideas why it's called a banana loader? No prizes.
Ferguson, the diesel version. It spent all its working life near Malton on a farm there, and we got it and restored it. And basically that's it. We just take it to the shows now.
Great to see you here. What you got on the back? Tell us about what you've got on the back.
Well, that's the Ferguson dumpster. That was another one of the many Ferguson implements. It was just used for moving soil or anything you might want to move with it. But if you want it,
so you operate that, tip back, all the way to the back, tip right out. There you go, all the way pretty much down to the ground, and then you pull it back up. I'm going to watch my fingers here. This is so fresh out of the restoration workshop, we don't want to scratch it either, but great to see it. So and you've even got a little toe hitch on the back as well, so you can tow a trailer. Great stuff. So there you got the little Ferguson with the banana loader, and the clue is it's not for loading bananas. So the little grey Ferguson, we've got the 35 next. So the 35 came after the little grey Ferguson. I was saying earlier, just look at the difference in styling. We've come on 10, 15 years. Tell us a bit about this. What a beautiful tractor.
Thank you. So yeah, this is a 1960 35 3-cylinder straight. It was my granddad. He left me when he died, and it had a full restoration back in 2002. And since then it's gone into retirement.
Excellent. So yeah, has it come on a trailer, or have you driven it here?
Yeah, it came on a trailer, but I brought the 185 as well, and both came together.
Excellent. And how fast does this go on the road?
About 14, certainly 14.
So not too bad for the road runs as well. Great to see you. Thank you. So once again, the little grey Ferguson now got another TED here. There were a few different variants of the TED. This particular one is a 6-volt tractor, quite an early one. And we know that because, well, you lot can't see it from over this side, but there's a larger starter motor on there. Wasn't Harry Ferguson's best idea by putting a 6-volt starter system on it. That was soon superseded by a 12-volt system. However, you can put a 12-volt battery on these through that 6-volt starter motor, and they cope with it absolutely fine.
Father's Day present.
Oh, excellent. What a wonderful Father's Day present this is then, certainly. Yeah, there's a huge tractor following out in Ireland, and Harry Ferguson was an Irishman, so there's plenty of little TE820s, TED20s out there, and it's quite unusual that they actually come back from Ireland. They seem to all want to go to Ireland, so yeah, it's unusual to see one on its way back. Thank you. So another 7 trailer, quite a rare trailer these. A lot of them just brought out, and quite a lot of them just ended up in the hedge bottom and eventually ended up in the scrapyard. This one not so, however it did cost only £60 when he bought it, pulled it out of the hedge bottom. I used to have one of these trailers quite a while ago. Probably wasn't the 717, but it did have that axle on it. And I can tell you now, when you're in the middle of the field, you've got a flat tyre, you need to change the wheel. It's no fun getting all of those nuts off. It's a lot easier when you've just got 5 or 6 to deal with. I think it's a 12 around there. Yeah, I've spent quite a few hours on my knees trying to get those out in the middle of a field. So great to see this little arrangement here. They're also going to be doing a haymaking demonstration down in Arena 2. Is that correct? So down by in the other showground over the trees there, Arena 2, there is going to be a haymaking demonstration. What time? I'm not quite sure how many horsepower they're producing. I think it was 23. So the Ferguson 690 sticking with simplicity here. Tell us a quick bit about this.
1984 Massey 690, 100% original. We've had her 23 years, and she was sold to us by Dalton Humphrey Car.
Excellent, great to see you here. Still in the working clothes as well. Thank you. Oh, we're on tour. Now, this tractor sustained a little bit of a front impact, and it's been towed around because the radiator managed to receive the majority of the damage. I'm not going to ask how it happened. That's on tour 1958, sustained damage on the way to the show by running into the back of another tractor, and now needs a bit of front end work and a new radiator. So our tractors are starting to file out now. A huge thank you to all our drivers for fetching them in. There's going to be a haymaking demonstration down in Arena 2. We want you to stop up here, but obviously there's all the rest of the showground to look at as well. There is Arena 2 down by the bomb. We'll look at the beer tent, turn to the left as you're looking at the beer tent, and that is where Arena 2 is. Now the big Massey Fergie, the dyno shift, the 3670 up there. We did speak to him earlier on when he came in with the Perkins engine tractors, and that is a wonderful tractor, still capable of doing more than a day's work. And of course deep within there is a Perkins diesel engine, running around 120 horsepower. And this is when things started to get fairly complicated in the agricultural world. There's plenty of electronics going in there. The jury's out whether they are still a viable tractor when it comes to maintenance. Parts are available, but getting more and more difficult to get. The larger, more basic tractors do seem to be more popular, especially out in the foreign climes where you don't really need too much in the world of electronics kit. Rather ingenious way of widening your wheels as well. It was an American idea with the sensors there. You can see the swirls, and that's so that you can widen and narrow your axle according to whatever application you're using that tractor on the farm. Notice a difference in sounds with these as well. They've got the underslung exhaust and not the upwards exhaust. Now it's great for sort of standard basic farm work, but if you were to go haymaking or as I do, go up on the moors of a Huddersfield, and the last thing you want to be doing is having a tractor with an underslung exhaust, because you will set fire to the field. Fetching some water over, so a huge thank you. We've actually quite a small team working in the background, just ringing around trying to get all our tractors in, trying to get the hydration to the relevant people, and also doing numerous announcements and any requests that we've got through the commentary box. So a big thank you to Al for doing her bit. This is actually one of her, well, it's her first tractor show. She's been to a couple of the vintage shows, but it's her first full tractor show. I think she's enjoying it.
Unless you're looking, you can see your shadow. Yeah, you can tell when I open, you can't see you. Yeah, could you pull it in tomorrow? I bet you would be good next time. You wouldn't be here anyway. We'll look a bit away again. give them fucking money. I honestly did not know you were so fucking simple. Why? Because I've never told you the low fucking way. That way back when you get my fucking voice. You don't come up with me. What you do, say?